Hey guys, welcome to Peanut Gallery Review.
I'm Peanut 1.
I'm Peanut 2.
I'm Peanut 3.
And we're the Peanut Brothers. This week, we're reviewing Aloha.
The movie.
Awesome intro! You guys gotta say awesome, like, because you're coming in like, awesome intro. Awesome intro! I don't know how this is confusing.
No, it wasn't. I saw it. I was just like,
Awesome intro!
Aloha!
Hey guys, so we went to go see Aloha. Writer-director Cameron Crowe, Jerry Maguire, Almost Famous. From the trailer, what were you guys expecting, Dan?
from the trailer, I was expecting a straight up rom-com.
Mark?
I was expecting it to be a romantic comedy that leaned more towards the comedy side.
Okay. From Cameron Crowe, hopefully it was a little bit more than that, just a run-of-the-mill romantic comedy. Now, after seeing the movie, what was your guys' first reaction?
After walking out of the theater, I enjoyed it. Didn't have to think. You just watched it. You did whatever you had to do.
Mark?
I was a little disappointed there weren't more funny spots, but all in all, I'd say it was an alright movie.
I was expecting a little bit more. There were funny parts. I did laugh a little bit here and there, but structurally it just wasn't there for me. Performances now. Was there anyone that stood out that, gold star?
Well, Bradley Cooper's always a gold star.
I like the big BM. Bill Murray.
Oh yeah. I thought everyone did a good job with the work that they were given. Alright, we're going to break down the performances a little bit. So the first one, Bradley Cooper, he played Brian Gilcrest. I thought he was sound. My main problem with that character is that he comes across as opportunistic instead of having to really put his morals on the table and test them. Make a choice. Things happen to where it kind of lets him off the hook with certain things, or he kind of is able to steer around instead of actually having to make a choice.
Great performance. There's no hurdles to jump over.
To me, it almost seemed like Bradley Cooper didn't have a large interest in at least getting to know his daughter or being around his daughter. Like, didn't even explore that at all.
The only time that really happened was at the very end. And he goes and stands outside of her hula class.
Allison, I feel that the character was left a little short.
She comes out with this, she's razor sharp F-22 pilot, and then, you get to see a little bit of her softer side, but it doesn't really carry through in the end. At the end of the movie, she's still Air Force, but she does absolutely nothing to stop the launch.
She doesn't do anything. She doesn't form her chain of command.
The possibility isn't even raised. Who would she even go to talk to? I mean, it's just never really a threat. Okay, so next we have Tracy Woodside, which is Rachel McAdams plays Tracy Woodside. I feel that her arc wasn't fully developed. Rachel McAdams does a good job of showing that the priority of communication is there as opposed to the priority of romance. She feels that her husband, Woody Woodside, doesn't communicate to her.
Absolutely, and the communication, it fails on her part too. She's got this kid, it's Bradley Cooper's kid. She's been bottling it in for 13 years. What is that? Bradley Cooper comes in and there's no animosity between them.
That's a good point. Right in the beginning, you get the age thing. So everyone's dynamic in their relationship. How old is she? 12 years. It's been 13 years. You pretty much get the whole story laid out to you in the first scene when all the characters interact.
I thought it was kind of weird how they were still, like, friends.
Yeah. This is how I think it could be better. We have Tracy Woodside and John Woodside as the married couple. Basically, Tracy Woodside is Gilcrest's cautionary tale personified. There isn't really a whole lot of regret that he has time to feel for because it's resolved so close to the end. There's no real curve there. I feel that Woodside's relationship and their characters could be more fully formed if that dynamic happened to close where Bradley Cooper actually made the choice, I'm going for Allison, and I don't view Tracy Woodside as an option. Now that resolved earlier, Then we could see the Woodside's relationship continue to grow. And then we get to see Bradley Cooper, where now he's got all in on Allison Ang, and then that it would make his choice for the end a lot stronger. As it is now, it's just kind of all wishy-washy. The Woodside's relationship is left kind of unexplored.
What he said.
Yeah.
Let's jump into John Krasinski's character, who John Woody Woodside, they call him Woody, doesn't really talk a whole lot. He likes to keep his work away, and when he comes home, it's kind of like his sacred sanctuary, which is perfectly fine. But his wife, Tracy Woodside, wants to communicate more. This was my problem with that whole situation. Early on, they introduce it. He comes in and he communicates without saying a whole lot. He gives him a beer, grabs him on the arm, not a whole lot. But then at the end, there's certain things that are communicated. If he were to say something, they're using subtitles to explain the different looks, but there's almost kind of get cartoonish, which, is kind of funny. But then if he had spoken just a little bit, it would have been one of those examples. A few words go a long way. So I did like it early on, but then at the end, I felt that if he had said something, it would have been that much more important.
Yeah, and I mean, starting out at the very beginning of the movie, he's talking his ass off. He's chatting, making jokes in the front of the airplane. He's flying in. They go to land, and he shuts up.
Yeah, but that's him in work mode. He has to kind of do that. But now when he goes home, he wants to shut that off. Like, I kind of get that. It is a drastic change, to not talk to your wife.
I understand where he's coming from, not talking to your wife and shit.
I just felt that the whole not silent, and the whole, facial communication thing, I just think it was too much. I feel that the sentences were, too long. A couple of things, you can tell what somebody's saying by looking at them. Yeah, a couple of things, hey, how's it going, whatever.
And that's what I mean. It could have started that way and then build to him actually talking, and I feel maybe one question would have been the pinnacle. It would have put more power behind his look. I do agree. It went on too long.
If he would have said 2 words, 3 words, it would have at least opened the door. Maybe in the future he's working on his communication. He's doing a better job talking and saying what
he's starting to grow as a character.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now you don't know. Maybe he's still
shut down.
Yeah.
That's it. Those 2 characters were left completely unarced.
And that's it.
Okay, Danny McBride, Colonel Fingers.
Man, you got somebody like Danny McBride, and you're just gonna have him sitting in the corner playing with his fingers?
Yeah.
The fingers thing was kind of weird for me. I feel a character like Danny McBride, he's kind of like a big personality. Tropic Thunder. He was the guy that was big old titties. He was that guy. He was great in that role. I know he's a supporting character, so he's not supposed to be as strong, whatever.
No, but you remember him from Tropic Thunder. Giving a person a quirk doesn't necessarily make them a full, fleshed out character. His lines were basically exposition. He's not really having a conversation. As soon as you meet him, when Gilcrest steps off the plane, he literally says, pause for the ex-girlfriend. It's straight up exposition. I just feel that you cast somebody like that, you just underuse him. I mean, he's witty, he's funny, he's hilarious. Let him off the leash a little bit and see what happens, because it's probably going to be magic. In We Bought a Zoo with Thomas Hayden Church, who I think is really funny, he was another guy that was in that comedic sidebar that really didn't get a chance to sink his teeth into anything kind of funny. But yeah, with Danny McBride, could have used a lot more of him.
Yeah.
Bill Murray?
Let's hear it.
What? I thought it was kind of weird. Nobody discovered that Bill Murray's character snuck in this nuke.
I mean, Bill Murray, everyone likes to see him. He's just cool. And he looks collected, calm. His casual demeanor, you want to watch him on screen.
As far as Bill Murray goes, he was great. His character, on the other hand, I don't know. I would think that even if I was a billionaire, multi-billionaire, I think it would be a little bit more difficult to sneak nuclear weapons onto an aircraft base.
Were they nukes or just a missile launcher thing?
I'm pretty sure they were nukes.
My only problem with Bill Murray's character, he was the bad guy. He wants to put a missile into space for America's protection. And he has this monologue to try and sell Gilcrest to protect America. If you're trying to raise the question of, what's it called when things just keep getting amplified?
Like a Cold War?
No. Escalation.
Escalation. Yeah. Who else is going to put missiles up there and stuff like that? Kind of swept under the rug because all he does is come across as this guy to hate. And he's trying to put missiles into space, break this worldwide peace treaty.
And ruin the skies for King Kamehameha.
Oh, yeah. Let's not forget that. Oh, okay. So yeah, here's another thing. The first
30 minutes max, there's a folklore in the movie, which I'm fine with being the folklore in the movie, but it comes on too strong and it leaves too fast.
I like metaphors, signs, and foreshadowing, but it was not craftily done. As a story structure, there was no room for Hawaiian culture at the end. It was all in the first maybe 30 minutes, maybe half of the movie, and then it really tapered off, and that was it. I mean, you've got Allison Ang, Emma Stone's character, and the Tracy Woodside's son, and those are the two that kind of move the Hawaiian culture forward. But it's not done, you're not slowly introduced to it and then let it build and build and build towards the climax of the movie. It's just all thrown at you, and then it's dropped off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, favorite part.
Go ahead.
I don't have a favorite part.
I don't have a favorite.
I mean, I like the movie. I pick out one part that's my favorite.
Okay.
My favorite part, the sound bit at the end. It's my favorite part and my least favorite part. But my favorite part is one clip. It's the soundtrack for Stripes. Another big nod to the big BM.
And why was it your least favorite part?
Because they used sound to completely destroy a satellite. It was some kind of pirate thing that they uploaded, and he did it. Every sound
Ever recorded.
I don't know who his provider is.
NASA. So my favorite part is when John Krasinski comes in, brings him a beer, grabs him on the shoulder, doesn't say anything, walks out. Rachel McAdams, Tracy Woodside says, "See, he doesn't communicate." And Bradley Cooper was like, "No, he actually said a lot." It's in the trailer, but that was my favorite part of the whole movie. You believed him when he came in. He's tall, looks pretty buff, grabs him on the shoulder and stuff, and then walks out. That's my favorite part. Now, my least favorite part, at the end, when they have that conversation in subtitles, because they aren't saying anything and it goes on for way too long. If he would have just said something, it would have been... that would have been my favorite part, not the first one.
Probably unfavorite part number 2 is the satellite gets launched. Oh, there's a Chinese hacker. Oh, just go ahead and launch this multi-billion-dollar rocket. I'm going to take care of it here on my crappy laptop that I'm pretty sure I've dropped like 8 times.
In conclusion, are you glad you paid money to see it in the theater?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, who would you recommend this movie for?
I'd say young adults.
Young adults, dating couples.
You have good performances.
I would say recommend to young adults dating couples, pick it up on Redbox. Rent
ABC
it.
Family.
You can miss half the story if you're making out. You're not going to miss anything.
Next week we're going to see Jurassic World. All 3 of us have come up with a game associated with Aloha. We're going to draw numbers out of the hat, and whoever's number gets drawn gets to pick the game. Now, the loser of the game has to go to Jurassic World in the peanut costume, and we're going to film it, and we're going to put it on the beginning of the Jurassic World review.
Let's do it.
Moment of truth.
Number 2! I actually don't have a game. Number 3! Woo! All right.
Do it.
Challenge accepted.
Here's the game. You have to say a Hawaiian word in 10 seconds. If you can't say a Hawaiian word in 10 seconds, you gotta take a shot. Once you get to 3 shots, you're out.
And remember, the loser has to go to Jurassic World in the peanut costume. Should we do half shots? Mark, what are you doing? Pour all 3.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You dingbat?
Yeah, we're gonna stop in 10 seconds and pour the freaking thing with
Okay.
with these things on.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm new.
Wow.
I can smell it
It's
already.
okay.
Even if I lose my own game, at least we're gonna pay. 90 proof.
You can really smell the grains in it. Who's gonna start this shindig off? That works.
Go ahead.
That works.
Go. You get an easy one out of the way.
Mele.
Kalikimaka.
Aloha.
Kamehameha.
Mahalo. Or
Waikiki.
that's an island, dude.
It's a Hawaiian word.
So names are applicable. Okay, go.
Ahuapua.
Popo. What's that? No, dude, no, I got 5 more seconds. Come on. Come on, I want a licky.
Oh, bullshit.
Come on, dude. We can do names. If you can do names, we can do things that sound like Hawaiian things.
What's the ruling? I want you to know I tried.
Oh, I'll put hair in your chest. Yeah.
Okay. Humu humu. Humu humu nunumu apuaha.
That's something you read, and that's not even close.
Bullshit. No, it's that. Remember that triggerfish? It's Hawaiian triggerfish.
All right, Mark.
Akamai.
You googled every goddamn
Kauai.
Maui.
LA.
Moku.
Pele?
Didn't we say Pele?
No, he said Hele. It's the god that they're always talking about in the movie.
Oahu.
Turtle Beach.
I don't know about that. That's a resort.
Oh, so we're not accepting that?
Heck no.
Dude, 3 strikes is too much. I'm f***ed. I'm going to the f***ing movie in a goddamn peanut costume, man.
Yeah, we'll give you another 10.
10 Mississippi. 6 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. 1 Mississippi.
I got nothing. And I got nothing for this one, too, so you'll outlast me. Can I forfeit?
No?
No.
What are you talking about?
Kilauea.
Why'd you go?
Yeah, we're moving on. Your 10 seconds is up and then some.
Quit stalling.
Dude, just sitting here breathing it in. Okay.
You gotta go, turn around. Alright.
Ooh!
Alright. You don't need to do the last one.
Whoa. It's kind of chocolatey. After... Shots back to back. Dude, I can't even do another one. Just thinking about it.
Akua. My word.
I was really banking on getting my number pulled. I would have allowed fun names.
I'm not the one who did next name.
For the record, it's Humu Humu Nuku Nuku Apuaha.
Take a shot, because that was incorrect.
Well, nobody likes to drink alone.
I'm not cheersing you.
Mm-mm.
I need some time.
I'm gonna do one just to be a good sport. Appreciate it.
Ah! Damn!
Booyah!
Holy shit.
This fucking guy.
Very smooth.
I did not see this game going like this.
Mark used his words, so it's your turn.
I know, I'm doing my shot. I don't have another word.
Just let it sit in the front of your mouth for a while and let the saliva mix with it.
Dude, I did that on the first time and I almost spit it out. I had to swallow half of it
Oh, really?
just to limit.
Oh.
That's what she said.
I'm doing half and half, I think.
Oh,
'Cause I
dude,
I
don't drag it out any longer.
You are not me, okay? So you don't know what I went through last shot.
You're right.
Yay! I'm going to Jurassic World in this mamma jamma. Alright, that's our review, guys. Thanks for watching.
If you like the show, please like and subscribe to it.
If you didn't like it, subscribe anyway. Come back every week and tell us how much you hated it.
Next week we're going to feature our favorite comment, our least favorite comment, and the meanest comment. So, hurt us.
Big shout out to our buddy Jeremy. He's leaving for Denver.
Jeremy, gotta miss you, buddy.
See ya. That's our dad farting. Alright, this is done. We got enough of this stuff. I'm hot as balls.
Oh my god!
You wanna try?
No, I'm done.